Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel Rather Be Reading, and today I'm bringing to you my May marked as to read video. Once again, as with my last video, I'm filming this on the same day, just a little bit later. If you didn't see my recent reads video, go watch the intro to that because I'm explaining in a little bit more depth, but I'm experiencing some physical limitations. I've hurt my neck and I can't turn my head really or have any real movement. So if my notebook comes into shot and stuff, because that's the only way I can see it, then I apologize, but it is what it is. So my marked as to read videos, in case you're new here, it's a series of videos that I do each month where I talk about all of the books that I was inspired to mark as to read on Goodreads in the previous month. I just talk about what the book is, what it's about, where I heard about it, and all of that jazz. So let's jump straight in. I actually only marked 7 books as to read during the month of May, which is a very low number for me. So let's just jump straight in and talk about them. So, I think I'm actually going to be able to hold my notebook, although I can't read it because the lighting's really bad. Oh, you guys. Okay, so the very first book that I marked as to read was These Vengeful Hearts by LAURIN. This is a book that I actually saw on NetGalley. And I'm not sure if it was one of those ones that it was just a wish for it or if I requested it and was declined, but I marked it as to read anyway because I am really interested in it. It's a YA thriller. It's got something to do with secret societies. The leader is known as the Queen of Hearts, and there's a girl who, I think her sister or her best friend or somebody had been killed as a result of some kind of initiation or something to do with the secret society, and so she plans to become a member of the secret society, basically to take them down from the inside. That just sounded very, very intriguing to me. I love a good secret society in a story. It always reminds me of that movie with Joshua Jackson from like the 90s or early 2000s, Skulls. I freaking loved that movie, probably because I was obsessed with Joshua Jackson. Anyway, the second book that I marked as to read is one that was recommended to me on Goodreads from one of my subscribers here. And it is actually a graphic novel. It's called Ghost Friends Forever by Monica Gallagher with illustrations by KATHERINE. This one is, I believe, YA, and it's about a girl who I think her best friend's a ghost, and her and a group of people, they solve mysteries. I don't really know too much about it apart from that. The synopsis kind of gave me real Scooby-Doo vibes, and I was very into it, and I was very happy for the recommendation. The next book that I marked as to read is one that I heard about on a Goodreads blog post that was about the hot books of summer. And the book that I marked from that was The Comeback by Ella Berman. This just sounded really interesting. It's more kind of like dark literary fiction from what I understand. It's about this girl who was like a massive, sorry you guys, was a massive teen movie star. And right before, on like the eve of her big Golden Globe nomination, she disappears. And I think she's gone out of the public eye for like a year when she's like coming back into the public eye, and when she ends up being asked to present, I think like a Lifetime Achievement Award to this director, but this director is like the person who controlled her and manipulated her for years. And it's all about kind of about that story. That just sounded very, very intriguing to me, and so I marked that one as to read. The next one is a book that I heard Aoife from Words of Clover talking about on her channel, and that is A Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan. This one is historical fiction, and it's about some type of like family magic where the magic is handed down from like mother to daughter to mother to daughter, but there hasn't actually been any magic in this family for several generations, when all of a sudden the youngest daughter or whatever of this family steps into the circle or whatever, and magic flows for the first time in quite a long time. It's all about that, and I don't know, I just wanted to read that, and like Aoife made it sound very, very interesting. The next book that I marked as to read is also from another Goodreads blog post. This one was a blog post that was like, don't miss these YA debuts. And the one that I marked from that one is The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. This is a YA contemporary romance. And I'm going to be honest, I was just really pulled into this because it's a fake dating trope. And fake dating is one of my ultimate favorite tropes. So I was really interested in it. Next, One that I marked as to read, I heard about from Lala. She does videos every couple of months or whatever, where she's just talking about upcoming releases that she's like heard about that she's interested in. And one that I was particularly interested in that she talked about is Mayhem by Estelle Law. This is a YA feminist mashup of The Lost Boys and The Craft set in the 80s. That sounds like almost my ideal book. I'd almost prefer it to be set in the 90s because 90s is kind of my perfect era, but I'm still really happy with that. And then the final book that I marked as to read this month is another one that I heard about on Goodreads blog post. This one was just one of those posts that they do every now and again about books that are recently going to be hitting shelves. And the book for this one was Boys of Alabama by Genevieve Hudson. This one is about a boy who I think his family have recently immigrated to the US from Germany. And he is to the US, like the South, and he is kind of getting involved. He gets involved in the football team and like finds friends and like camaraderie and all of that. But he's also like burying some struggling to deal with some like feelings that he's having and some realizations that he's coming to about himself. He then befriends the like local like goth boy from his high school, and I believe it's LGBT, and I believe that it's also got some kind of magic in there. I'm not really sure if it's actual like magic or if it's like more perceived magic. I don't know, but it just sounded very, very intriguing. And that's it. They're the 7 books that I marked as to read. I feel like I raced through these, but like I said, I didn't mark anywhere near as many as I usually do this month. So if you want to hear about more books than that in my June marked as to read, then feel free to recommend me more books down below. Or if you have heard of these books, or if you're interested in any of these books that I mentioned in this video, I would love to know. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. That is all I have for this video today. Bye guys.